They sat me by the trash at my sister's wedding. What happened next changed everything. They didn't put my name on the seating chart. I found out 5 minutes before the ceremony, standing in a narrow hallway that smelled like bleach, expensive perfume, and cold air. The wedding coordinator avoided my eyes as she checked her clipboard again, then sighed quietly. "You're listed for alternative seating," she said. I smiled, waiting for her to laugh and fix it. She didn't. Instead, she pointed toward a small round table near the service door. Outside the ballroom. Right beside the trash bins, separated by glass. Inside, I could hear the DJ counting down. 5, 4. Chandeliers glittered above white flowers and gold chairs. Laughter filled the room. Everything looked perfect. Everything except where I was meant to sit. My name is Claire Monroe. I drove 4 hours from Chicago to attend my sister's wedding. Natalie had chosen the Ridgewood Lake Estate, a place known more for status than warmth. The kind of venue people photograph to prove they belong there. The air smelled like pine trees and money. My mother stood inside, adjusting her pearl necklace, smiling proudly. My father stared at his phone, already distant. Neither of them noticed me. That wasn't new. Growing up, Natalie was the golden child. Perfect grades. Perfect smile. Constant praise. I was the quiet one. The helper. The one who didn't ask for much. Mom used to say I was easy. Dad called me independent. Both meant the same thing. "You'll be fine," they always said. And somehow, that always meant I came last. 3 years earlier, during Thanksgiving, I learned exactly where I stood. That night, while helping my mother clean the kitchen, I found an old brown journal in a drawer. Curious, I opened it. Every page was about Natalie. Her first steps. Her dreams. Her fears. Her future. Page after page. My name wasn't there once. When I asked about it, Mom smiled gently. "Oh, Claire," she said. "You never needed attention. You were always fine." That was the moment I understood the difference between being forgotten and being erased. Back at the wedding, I stood alone by the glass door, holding a small silver gift box I had wrapped the night before. I told myself what I had always told myself. "It's fine." Then Natalie appeared. She stepped toward me in her white dress, bouquet in hand, veil trailing behind her. Her smile was flawless. The same smile she wore when she wanted control. "Well," she said softly, "looks like they finally figured out where you belong." I swallowed. "What's that supposed to mean?" She tilted her head slightly. "Guess you don't count." The words were quiet. Casual. Sharp. She wanted a reaction. I didn't give her one. "There's always been space for both of us," I said calmly. "You're the one who keeps shrinking it." Her smile flickered. "Not everything is about you," she said. "This is my day. Try being happy for once." "You made sure I couldn't even sit in the room," I replied. "What exactly am I supposed to celebrate?" Her eyes hardened. "You sound just like Dad," she snapped. Bitter. "Nobody needs your approval." Then she turned and walked away. For the first time in my life, the familiar pain behind my eyes didn't burn. It felt clear. I slipped the silver gift box into my bag and stepped outside into the cold autumn air. 3 weeks earlier, I had met one of Natalie's former coworkers in Chicago. Over coffee, she hesitated, then showed me her phone. Messages. Screenshots. Natalie bragging about manipulating her fiancé, Evan. Laughing about fake tears. Talking about money, property, and how quickly she planned to take control. "He's easy," one message read. "The lake house will be mine before winter." I never planned to use them. Until today. I walked back inside briefly, placed the silver box on the gift table, right on top. Inside was a crystal frame. Behind it, a folded note. And the truth. Then I left. Inside the ballroom, music played. Glasses clinked. Guests laughed. Until Evan opened the gift. The room changed. Pages slid out. He read them slowly. Carefully. The music stopped. Gasps spread through the crowd. Phones appeared. Natalie froze. "This isn't real," she whispered. Evan looked at her quietly. "It is," he said. "The dates match. Everything does." His mother stepped forward. "Read all of it," she said, "before you speak." Natalie tried to explain. Tried to cry. No one defended her. Not my mother. Not my father. Evan placed annulment papers on the table. "I already signed." The crystal frame fell and shattered. Outside, by the lake, I heard the scream. Sharp. High. Not out of cruelty. Out of truth. The next morning, I drove back to Chicago. My phone buzzed nonstop. I didn't answer. Silence felt different now. Lighter. A week later, I rented a small cabin near the water. No chandeliers. No seating charts. Just quiet mornings and honest air. On my last day there, I received one final message from my mother. "I didn't realize how much we lost you." I read it once. Then I put my phone down. Standing by the river, watching the water move forward without asking permission, I understood something I had waited my whole life to learn. Silence doesn't always mean you are unseen. Sometimes it means you finally chose yourself. At my sister's wedding, they sat me by the trash. Today, I sit by the water. Same silence. Different meaning. Sometimes the strongest ending isn't revenge. It's walking away and never shrinking again.